What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you about Dave Ramsey for a little bit. Now, I understand that a lot of credit card gurus and a lot of people in the credit card community talk about Dave Ramsey because he talks negatively about credit cards. So I wanted to get into this and really just get this out of the way. And I have an article that I wanted to go through with you and just, talk about. And I'm not going to talk about just this standard way of feeling about credit cards. I'm going to go through the article and you're going to be able to see it on the screen. And then we can go down the list and see what I agree with and what I don't agree with. So this article that I'm looking at is, do I need a credit card? So it's an article that he did. I don't know the date of the actual article because I couldn't find it. I was trying to, but they didn't put it on here. So maybe I'm just missing it. And if you see it when I scroll through it, let me know. But we'll get into that in just a second. Before I start, I do want to remind everybody that I do a giveaway every single week. I give away 2 Amazon gift cards at the end of the week. And all you have to do in order to enter that giveaway is just comment on at least one video for the week, this video and maybe another one. Also, like at least one video for the week and be subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you do all of those things, then you get 1 ticket in the hat. If you want multiple tickets, then you just comment on multiple videos. I also have a storefront down below if you're interested in starting a new YouTube channel and any of my wallets or my credit card organizer. Go ahead and check that out as well. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to show you my screen right now. So this is the article, Do I Need a Credit Card? And I thought this was pretty interesting, just going through the main bullet points. If you even didn't want to read this, you can go through the bullet points and really start to disagree. He basically goes through this article and says that people are making excuses for owning a credit card and why they should own a credit card. And he goes into detail saying why you shouldn't feel that way about that excuse that you make, if that makes sense to you. So let's go through these and go through a little bit what he has to say and see how I feel about it. So the first thing that he says on here is, I just use it like a debit card. That's what people say. I hear it all the time. And I say it, I use it like a debit card, right? But you have to say it in the right context. So the way he's saying it is that people are using it like a debit card in every single situation. So they're not paying with actual bills. And when you pay with actual bills, you basically feel pain. But when you use credit cards, you don't feel that pain of using cash and losing cash, which I totally understand. But the way you need to look at it is the people that use credit cards, that need to use credit cards and use them effectively, will use them on normal spending. They won't go and spend at just Target every single day or go out to eat at fast food restaurants every single day and use that credit card. You're going to use your debit card to use physical cash, or you're going to use actual cash. And if you do it that way, then you're going to know exactly how much you can spend and have on your bills. And then when you pay off your bills every single month, you never have to worry about that. So a really good way of using a credit card, if you're brand new to credit cards, or if you're not that experienced, I guess, and you have 2 credit cards, is to attach them to bills and then put them away. You don't have to do anything else and you can earn points with them. So I don't technically agree with that. I understand where he's coming from. If people start to use it literally everywhere, they're not going to know how much they have to pay on their bill, and they're going to see all of this cash in their bank account, and then they're going to end up going into debt because of the fact that they're seeing all of this cash and they think they have extra cash, but you don't. The next point is, a credit card is fine if paid off every month. And I mean, it is. In my opinion, I'm going to speak to this because he's speaking to the other side. So a credit card is fine if paid off every month. You're not paying any interest. That's the main piece you don't want to take from a credit card. If you're paying interest, then it's fine. Now, I understand where he's coming from. If you have extra spending that you wouldn't normally spend if you had cash because you don't have the physical balance, then I understand that. But most people that I know, I guess maybe you see a bunch of people in the world, you do have a bunch of people in debt, but people that use credit cards the right way and pay it off every single month, definitely are doing a good service to credit cards. So the people that do a bad service to credit cards are the people that pay it off every month, but they do so much spending that they're basically going in debt or breaking even at the same time. Now, you want to gain value out of credit cards, not just break even in any instance. People that have problems with spending shouldn't have credit cards, point blank. But a credit card is fine if paid off every single month. So there's a fine line between these things. There's a right and wrong. I don't think it's just all wrong. That's the way Dave Ramsey says it's basically all wrong. If you own credit cards, you're basically going to go into debt and you're killing yourself. And that's not the way I see it. You can't see everything like that. And I understand that there are studies that goes against credit cards, but there are also studies that show that people can be profitable from credit cards. If you use them the right way, you can be profitable if you budget. That's the thing that a lot of people don't do. And if they did, they would use credit cards the right way. So now we're getting a little bit off topic. Let's go ahead and scroll down to the next one. Credit card rewards are like free money. And I definitely believe they're like free money if you use them the right way. So it's all going to come back to the same point. Are you using them on normal bills? Are you overspending on your credit cards? And are you paying off your balance every single month? If you're doing those three things, then you're going to be successful in the credit card game and you're going to get free money. And it is free money because if you think about it, you have bills that are $1,000 and you get 2% back on those bills. You're going to get $20 of free money. You're going to get a discounted bill by $20. So I feel like it is free money that you're getting, and it's nonsense if you think otherwise. Now, there are people that spend the wrong way, and I'm going to keep mentioning this, but there are people that spend the wrong way, and it's not free money if you're going to spend that money elsewhere. So if you're spending $1,000 on bills and you gain $20 from that, but then you spend money. You spend $20 at Target for no reason, just to go there and buy a shirt because you felt like you wanted a new t-shirt, then you're basically breaking even there. And whatever you spend more than that, you're in the negative, you're in the red. So credit card rewards are like free money, but just like I said, there's a fine line between good and bad. It's not all bad. There are good situations out there. It's just people need to learn. A credit card helps my credit score. It does. I believe 100% that it does because one, credit utilization is a huge piece, and to be able to have those open lines of credit is amazing. So if you have a $30,000 credit limit out of all of your cards that you have, or one card, whatever you have, and then you have 10% of use, you're going to be able to have a higher credit score and be able to get lower interest rates, get better loans, get everything that you want to get. With credit cards, if you don't have credit cards, you lose out on a ton of areas in your credit score. Your credit score is made up of on-time payments, which technically is just by a percentage, is made up of credit utilization, which is a huge piece. You want it to be, I would like mine to be around 10 to 30%, never at zero. That just doesn't help out your credit score. I understand that you want to be lower than 30%, but keeping it at a steady percentage is good. Now, I'm not saying that you don't pay off a balance. I'm saying that you use the credit cards, pay them off, use them, pay them off. That's how I see your credit score getting improved. So you have many different areas that can affect your credit score. And I feel like it does help your credit score in the end because you're not going to just take out a bunch of loans and have 11 accounts of loans. You're probably going to have one account of a loan. And then that's not going to help out your credit either, the amount of accounts you have open. So you have multiple factors in there that credit cards will help out as long as you use them the right way. So I don't agree with that as well. The next one is you need a credit card to buy a house. I don't believe you need a credit card to buy a house. I think that you're fine with not having a credit card, but you do need credit history. So the best way of getting credit history, the best way of getting a credit score is with credit cards. So if you want to start credit, establish credit with a secured credit card, do whatever you want to do, you're going to need some sort of credit line in order to obtain credit because you start with no credit. And if you wanted to get a loan, you're not going to be able to get a loan. If you wanted to get a car, you're not going to be able to get a car. So these are the things that you need to understand. If you do get a car, it's going to be a high percentage rate, a high interest rate. So I think essentially in the beginning, you do need a card to buy a house because you don't want to start out slow, but you don't physically need to have a card open in order to buy a house. they actually recommend that you don't open any new accounts. Just keep whatever your credit score is at, so it doesn't change dramatically. Don't spend any more money on credit cards when you buy a house. So I don't think you physically need a credit card. You just need a credit score. The next one is I need a credit card for emergencies. You don't need a credit card for emergencies. If you use a credit card for emergencies, I want to slap you in the face. I don't want to slap you in the face. That's very rude of me. But you shouldn't need a credit card for emergencies. Seriously, you should have a rainy day fund. You should never put a large expense on a credit card unless you have a 0 APR, bonusable time period or something like that. You really don't want to do it at all. But if you physically have to, then you would do it on a 0 APR card. But you don't want to use a credit card for emergencies. And I 100% agree with Dave Ramsey here. I mean, you should not use a credit card for emergencies. That's like one of the huge no-nos of using a credit card, is if anybody makes that excuse, then they shouldn't be using a credit card. Seriously. So I agree with it. I have nothing else to say on that. Just don't use credit cards for emergencies, and, just put money aside for any bad situation. Now, if you wanted to get points on those emergencies, which wouldn't classify as an emergency because you have the money for it, then, you do that. But don't just get a credit card for emergencies, because that's how you go into huge amounts of debt. When you lose your job, you end up putting everything on credit cards, and then you have tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt, and that's not it. So Dave Ramsey is a person that absolutely dislikes credit cards and always says something about people that use credit cards, and even fights people about it. Anybody that comes on his show and says, hey, I use credit cards and I get a lot of value out of them, he fights them and says, look, these studies have said this, but it's not all about studies. That's just telling what people's thought process are, but not everyone's thought process. With financial education, you need to learn how to take care of your money, and you need to learn how to take care of credit cards. These are the same thing. Everybody needs education. It's not about totally getting rid of credit cards and saying credit cards suck and you need to just get rid of them. It's about educating everybody that doesn't know, or educating everybody in general. It doesn't matter if you know or you don't know. Educate people and say, this is how you use a credit card. This is what you need to do with your credit card balance. You need to budget. You need to do everything here on this list. That's what you need to do. And I understand that credit cards are a burden to some people because of the fact that they're using them and they don't know how much is in there. But that's because they're not budgeting. So they're using the card at its maximum potential, maxing out the card, and they're not getting anything out of it besides debt. And those are the people that these articles are aimed at. And they're hoping, Dave Ramsey's articles and videos are hoping to scare people into not using credit cards. But what we need, and this is why I love this credit card community, is because we need education. We need 100% education. And with Credit Shufu, with Ask Sebi, with Brian Jung, with Flashpoint Capital, with Waller's Wallet, with all of these different credit card YouTubers and this whole credit card community that we have, I'm really happy with the fact that we're educating people, and we need to grow and really ramp up and let people know that credit cards are a good thing. I like the fact that Graham Stephan loves credit cards as a person that's really savvy, that really saves all of his money, which I don't like the fact that he saves 100% of his money, but that's just my opinion. And obviously it's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. But I like the fact that someone with 1 million subscribers can say, I like credit cards, and I want to educate you on why credit cards are good. So that's definitely a good thing to be able to use that platform. So I want to continue to grow and keep telling people that credit cards are good. But that's my video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking about it. I enjoy watching some of Dave Ramsey's videos because it gets me riled up sometimes. I don't know if you feel the same way. But that's my video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And remember that I do a giveaway every single week. I give away 2 Amazon gift cards at the end of the week. And all you have to do in order to enter that giveaway is just comment on at least one video for the week, like at least one video for the week, and also be subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you do all of those things, then you get 1 ticket in the hat. If you want multiple tickets, then just comment on multiple videos. That's pretty much it. I'm going to have to get out of here. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.